We hear about how important it is to wear a mask, but we've got to talk about the struggle that some parents are having with actually getting their kids to keep them on. In fact, this mom and her 2-year-old were kicked off a flight last week, all because she couldn't convince him to keep the mask on his face. She posted about it, saying she begged, she bribed, she pleaded with him, all while he was screaming and crying. Speaking of which, air travel is picking back up. The TSA said it screened more than passengers this past Monday compared to the week before. But it's not all good news. The CDC is now saying that 11,000 people were exposed to the coronavirus while flying. I have yet to get on a plane. I am desperately wanting to see my parents, my family. I just don't trust it. Do you trust it, Jeff, getting back on a plane? And is it fair to expect Blayton or Lawson, your little ones, to wear the mask?
Yeah, Tori, so much to unpack here. I had to get on a plane to go, work in Georgia, but I want to give a shout out to Delta because they don't sell that middle seat. Right. I don't know how much that affects the spread of the virus, but it made me feel safer. Everything was very clean. I felt very safe on there, as opposed to some other airlines who continuously try to jam-pack people on planes and make a 2-year-old wear a mask. We would have had to leave the plane. There's no way my little one, who just turned 2, is wearing a mask. And speaking of misinformation, I thought we had our very own Dr. Coley on saying little kids shouldn't wear masks because they touch their face too much and they have a better chance of catching the disease. So what is the answer here?
That's interesting. What do you think, Al?
Well, Jeff, you're asking what is the answer, and I read an article I thought was interesting and I wanted to share with you guys. It was saying to assess the risk and what you really want to do and then see if that's how you should proceed forward. So if it's like, hey, I'm in a bowling league, well, you're probably going to be touching the ball, high-fiving, grabbing beers, probably not the best thing. Yes, the shoes probably not great. But Jeff, if you're like, I have to go shoot a movie, or hey, I have grandparents that really need to see their grandkids, maybe somebody's not doing so well, then you assess the risk. Are the planes clean? Have you checked each airline's cleanliness record?
Am I wearing an N95?
Yes. Do I have the proper things? And then that's a risk that you've decided to take.
Right.
And is it 100%? No. But is anything in this world going to be for a long time? No. So assess the risk, make an adult decision, and then move forward.
Have you made the decision? Because you've drove for a long, long time.
Yes,
now, am I right?
I've driven to Los Angeles. It's 30 hours round trip, and it's brutal. Or the flight. I've flown once, and I've driven 4 times. And you have to assess stopping at a hotel, grabbing gas pumps, as opposed to getting on a plane for an hour and a half. Right. So which one do you do?
Wow. All right. Let us know what you guys think, DBL. I want to get the temperature of our DBL Nation. Write me on Facebook and YouTube if you feel safe to fly or not. Jeff, don't go away on DBL.
What about me?
And Al, stay. Okay. You can't leave legally. Ellen just can't get a break. Why former employees are totally unsatisfied with her apology